Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man, and today we're going to do the manga review. Well, technically this is a manhwa. It's a Korean comic book, but it's the same thing as manga, so whatever. Yeah, so today's manga is going to be 06. This is a Korean manhwa, like I said, and it's written by Yoo Young Lee, I think. That's how you say it. There you go, you guys can see it at the bottom. It's published by Net Comics, who I assume is a dead company. If you guys know anything about them, please let me know. This is like an old volume. If I remember correctly, this was made in like the 1990s. No, this was published in 2005. But the manhwa is from 1998. I don't know if there's an adaptation, and I would consider this a shonen sci-fi series. At least it says sci-fi on the back cover. Right here it says SF. So yeah. The premise here is this normal-ish boy suddenly gets a package from his dad, who happens to be this sexy, lifelike, life-sized doll, and this seemingly inconspicuous luggage bag, and it turns out she's a robot, basically, with some degree of intelligence, and basically his life changes from that point on. And yeah, it's actually a pretty interesting premise. I thought it was going to be a little bit more on the racy side because, well, actually, I don't know why. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more on the racy side, but it's actually not. It's pretty tame. I mean, there are some fan servicey aspects to it, but it's not really that weird. It's not really all that, like, crazy. But yeah, so the way I do my reviews is I look at 5 things. I look at plot, character, world building, art, and fan service. First 3 are a way for me to be somewhat objective in a review. Art is mostly just my opinion, and the fan service is kind of a warning for those people that are not into that. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So the plot line here is actually kind of mid-tier, like not exactly boring, but it's not all that compelling, okay? Until the end, you know, you get revealed some stuff that really is compelling at that point, but it takes a while to get there. And that's kind of what my issue with this book is that it's kind of slow, and it kind of feels like it doesn't have any direction until like the last third of the book. Like I said, it's just an okay-ish read, but that's basically it. Nothing special about it, nothing completely bad about it, just kind of middle of the line. And yeah, the characters here are not great. The doll 06, so her name is Young E, but her designation is 06, I think. She's okay, interesting enough. She kind of has like that uncanny feeling that that the robot chick from Ex Machina has. She's like real but not, and you kind of feel creeped out by it a little bit. And I guess it'd kind of be like an uncanny valley kind of feeling to it. She feels like that, but the other character, Mulchi, I think, is God, so annoying. It's just like he's like a teenage kid. He doesn't really have responsibilities. He is like just annoying. I don't know, it's just kind of creepy. I don't like him as a character, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. And yeah, that's it for the characters. Pretty average again. It's like if he was a more compelling character, at least like before the last third, I would have liked it a lot more. But Mulchi is just such a like horrible version of a teenager. The world building is probably the best part. The only real redeeming quality of this is the world building. It's interesting. I love the whole Android AI aspect of it. I enjoy that sort of story, you know, Terminator, iRobot, Ex Machina, that sort of thing. I enjoy it well enough. I don't love it, but it's good. It's enjoyable. I'm interested in the stuff that is happening in the background that Mulchi doesn't know, but that he seems to be a part of. But I don't really know if I'll really pick up another volume, so it might be something I don't ever read again. The art is okay. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing. It's kind of nice sometimes, like the way that the girl is drawn, but I don't really love the art style all that much. The paneling is also seems really simple all the time. Yeah, I don't know. It's not very, like, it's not bad. It's probably better than okay, but it's not something that really appeals to me all that much. I did have a problem with how it was arranged, at least here in the American side of things. There was a lot of gutter loss because as you guys can see, it's like made so you can only bend up to a certain point. But I have to really like open the book so I can read all of the text, and I had to do that more than like twice, which is annoying. I don't want to have to do that while I'm reading, especially not with manga where this happens immediately as soon as you open it. So yeah, and there's some minimal fan service. It's all right. It's like okay. It's racy if you're like 13 and like you haven't, like, I don't know, seen anything before, but it's not, I don't know, Fairy Tail or literally any other series is more interesting. The one Naruto scene that has fan service where he like does the sexy jutsu has more appeal than this one, than this whole volume. Well, okay, not really, but like it's not all that interesting. And yeah, this is probably my lowest rated, least enjoyed manga I've ever read. I'm giving this a 2.5 out of 5. It's just average. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just didn't work for me. I mean, there must be someone that really enjoys it. I'm sure there is. It's the internet. Everyone has opinions about everything. But for me personally, it was just a mid-tier book. Nothing special about it, nothing redeeming about it, and it's not something I think I'll pick up again. So I might give this away or sell it or something. I don't know. And yeah, I would recommend it if you're like slightly interested in it and you find it for a good price. What the listing price on this is $10, but it's probably out of print and the company's probably dead, so it's probably cheaper than that. Since I doubt anyone's really aching to find it or to buy it. So you can probably get it for like $3. If you get it like that, it's probably a good deal. You should probably read it if you're like mildly interested in it. And yeah, I can't really think of anything similar to it, at least not manga wise. General book stuff, I Robot kind of maybe, something like Ex Machina as well. But yeah, I'm sorry that this is, I feel like kind of bad for being kind of a downer, but there's nothing redeeming about this. Like, if it was all bad but the art was amazing, I would like appreciate it way more. But none of it is good. Okay, none of it is special. Okay, it just feels very like average. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it gets better later on, but this first volume failed in convincing me to read it. The only compelling bits are basically like this much of the book. Like, that much of it is compelling. That's horrible. That's so bad. And I haven't heard anyone talk about it before, so it's probably not that good. So I'm just not going to pick up anything else. If I find it at a used bookstore for some reason, maybe I'll get it, but I don't have any plans to spend any money or time actively searching for any more volumes of this book. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. What have you guys thought about this book if you read it? If you haven't, are you interested in it? Was I too harsh? Yeah, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.